Ahí se está activando. Es un tema, yo tengo que estar ahora cambiando de lente porque es lo que tengo, no veo casi. Ok, estamos en vivo, no te preocupes, que se entre, que entre. Ok, estamos en vivo, no te preocupes, que se entre. No te lo veo, Okidoki. Oh, oye, bro, pero se metieron, fue volando. What's going on, ANG? Good morning, bro. Let's go. Okay, so I'm looking at the market right now. Estamos viendo el mercado, hermano. Tito, ¿y el café? Tito, no te oigo, no te oigo. ¿Te fuiste?
Café.
Bro, hable sin miedo.
Yo estoy hablando, ¿no me
Oye,
oyes?
no te oigo, está como callado, bro. ¿Qué pasó ahí? Tengo un lío todavía con estos pecados. Ahí atrás, si no lo meto en un tanque rápido, se me va a morir todo, bro.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, tengo que dedicarle un poco de tiempo. Entonces, vamos a ver, ¿qué es lo que hay con la noticia ahora? Wow, 4 trillones de dólares, Nvidia. Esto está loco, hermano. ¿Tú sabes lo que son 4 trillones de dólares?
Mucho.
Bro, that's a lot of money. $4 trillion ever.
Fuerte.
Very crazy. Very, very crazy. 5 billion wall of money will sweep Delta. Hmm.
Nvidia está con los poderes.
Yeah, this is pre-market data. So I'm looking at the market here. ANG. Yeah, of course. English only, English only. I have a friend that speaks Spanish here. That's why he's live with me. So I was talking in Spanish to him. All right, so okay, let me check it up. So basically, this is pre-market data that um it's being analyzed right now. So London high, if we're looking at futures, it's sitting at 23,050. Futures, I'm gonna go into futures data here. 23,050, which is here in this area. Now this price is for futures. It's sitting at 61, which is this one. I am going to analyze the market only in futures from this point on, because that's all I'm trading right now. It makes a lot of sense. If you're trading CFDs, just look at the graph. All right. So the best part of this is all my indicators doing all the TA for me at this point. And I'm going to highlight some of these areas. We're going to be looking at Elliott waves and everything else, but this is a very insane and key point here. And I'm going to highlight all these areas here. It's all I am interested to see right now. This is New York. Lower low in the 24 hours. This here is Asia, lower low in the 24 hours. Also, very interesting point that London is also in the same range. London, lower low in the 24 hours. This is a key element right now. This is Asia, higher high in the 24 hours. And this here, as I said, 2350s for London. This is really not 2350 is for London, which is here. This is London higher high in the 24 hours. It is really here, not all the way up. All this here is pre-market data. So this is the pre-market higher high here. And the pre-market lower low sits at 23,035. 23,035. Oh, right at Asia. So pre-market came and swapped this. Okay. So here, I want to do this. I'm gonna go pre-market data higher high. 24 on higher high. And I want to change this to like a light blue so we know that's what it is. And I'm going to the center style. I'm going to change it to blue. And I'm going to make it like this and this type of dashes. Okay. And that's good. Template. I'm going to save it. Save as. Save. All right. So this here is really pre-market data. This is a London higher high here. Oh, your full name is Anjali. Yes, Oh, you're Anjali. Okay. Sorry, Anjali. Good morning, Josh. Good morning, everyone. So the pre-market data lower point, it is sitting at Asia right now. But I'm gonna just do it so it's there. Because in my broker, I'm already highlighting this stuff. This is super important information. But I am not doing it in this TA, but I'm gonna do it in the TA. Pre-market data 24-hour lower low. So the style, this is going to be a solid line, and this thickness is totally fine. And I am going to save it. And why is this so important, familia? This is important because there are traders that are opening trades and setting up stop losses above and below these areas. So remember that the market moves around liquidity. And pre-market data, it is crucial also because those are set points for liquidity. So we need to visualize them as well for market opening. Okay. Save as. And I'm going to call them lower low. The most generic thing to do is to just visualize the sessions because this is a priority at all points. The priority at all points are the sessions, but pre-market data is also very crucial because there's a bunch of traders that are putting trades, taking advantage of pricing before the market opens. Also, if you're doing indices around the world, there are some companies that put their reports before the market opens as well. That's something that you got to consider as well. So that data, pre-market data, it is also crucial to visualize it. So right now the graph just looks extremely loaded, which I truly hate, to tell you the truth. I'm going to disable some of this stuff. It is just too much on the charts right now. And I like to make it simple. All right. So at this point, it is 8:23. So liquidity sitting at the very top of the pre-market higher high. Liquidity sitting as well at London. Yeah, it is all London higher high. But most importantly, this very top here, which is New York higher high this year. I didn't finish doing this. This here is New York higher high. And New York higher high in the 24 hours there. Up. No, that's London. New York higher high. There you go. This here is a previous day highest price, which is also New York highest price. So I was discussing earlier with Tito, which is live, and he's not saying anything, that we had a lot of positive news around the market today, that most likely we can see the market pushing higher and higher and higher for the rest of the day. But in order to do that, investors need to seek for liquidity so they can fill their order. So we need to see how the market is going to behave in market opening in the next hour. All right. And go from there. Okay, familia? A lot of crazy information happening around the world right now. So it's going to be all driven by emotions when the market opens, and then technicals. Okay. Okay. The market is dropping right now, dropping like it's hot potato. 23.40. Why is this still at 23.61? You see the market at 23.047 right now. Interesting. It is dropping, dropping, dropping. Seems that there's a delay on this. Yeah, there has to be a delay on this. Definitely. There's a delay on this thing. Because I see the broker moving a lot quicker. That's not that's not good. Hmm. Let's see if I can find. MNQ. It's already there. But if I grab the contract, QU25, that's what it is. Let me see if it's the same or not. 57. This is the actual contract, which, like, this exclamation mark is just a continuation, right? I don't have to update, but let me see if it's, yeah, it's the same data, you see? That's weird. Let me see. And MNQ. Indices. Well, that is strange. That is very strange. Yep, it's going back on 59. It just went. Apparently, my broker is saying that it went already down all the way here, but I don't see that happening here. This is very strange, very, very strange. So, in other words, the broker is saying that it's already swapped London high and it's pushing the market up. Wonder if there's a delay on this data. Let me see if I look at this. Oh, it's doing the same thing, actually. Let me see. Yeah. So, that's interesting. This is a little bit more accurate because this is what the price is actually doing, but this is not the right price because this is for CFDs. It doesn't matter. This is what actually the price is doing. It actually went and swapped London high, which is here right now. But we can do it, and we can see in both places it's the same thing. It doesn't matter to me. Like London high is supposed to be right here, like right here. I'm gonna highlight it so you guys can have it. Right here is London high. And I'm going to do this. London high in the 24 hours there. That's what it already did. Remember, familia, if you are new into this chat, oof, craziness going on at 8:30 pre-market data. Okay, so this is the initial balance, which is perfect. 8:30 is what is, this is pre-market data. What I like to do in the right at 8:30 is look at the optional of the it's called it's called optimal initial balance right at 8:30, 1 hour before the market opens. And that is super crucial. That is why you start seeing this thing moving like crazy. And that's gonna be another range. And it's gonna do higher high, lower low, and a mid range. What we call it ranges, right? It will do that right at 8:30. And it is doing that. There you go. Pushing the market higher. Remember that always in the morning, pre-market, 8:30, right? 8:30, crucial time for investors. You will always see the same behavior at this time. And this is all about liquidity placement. Liquidity placement, okay? Do you see? I haven't opened any trade yet. I'm letting the market flow. I am analyzing the data as it goes. I'm really not doing anything. I'm just looking at data right now, understanding where liquidity is sitting. So when the market opens, I can tackle my trades. Because then I understand that those brokers, those investors that are coming into the market are now seeking for liquidity. That's all they're doing. And I need to know where its liquidity is sitting, regardless of the strategy. The strategies tell me the path of where things should go in a technical aspect, but investors, remember, are logical and emotional. Always remember that investors are logical and emotional, not technical. Technical is like third or fourth. All this stuff that I mentioned to you in a technical way, Elliott waves and all these junk. These are people that have decades like trading, and the market movers, they are very professionals. They know, they understand where things are. They don't have to visualize it like we do. Like I don't have to visualize it because I have a long time doing it, but I want you guys to see it. They have to make decisions really quick. So they understand it the way. They understand all of that. They know the technicals, but they are driven by their purpose every single day. And they take advantage of absolutely everything very fast, like extremely fast. Do you understand where liquidity is sitting? They use software, same as us, so they can make really quick decisions. That's when you have investors there. But then you have also algorithm. And the Chicago Stock Exchange, you go there and it's truly different, completely different than the New York, because it's just an office, probably with like 6, 7 people in there. And everything is driven by algorithm. They just put the orders in and they just monitor. They let the software just make their decisions. But this is the entire world kicking in and doing absolutely everything possible to earn money. And what we were discussing earlier today was what's going on around the world in terms of news. And everything seems to be very positive. But we have to see when the market opens. It's sitting again below London, well, about a little bit above London highest point before the pre-market. This is considered still London, by the way. But I like to separate it between a pre-market and the actual London high. Oh my God, Tito, what's going on, man? I just hear order fill, order fill.
Ya, dos posiciones. Metido venta,
Venta,
metido
bro,
venta.
bro. Okay, so in a technical way, if you're doing Elliott waves, obviously Elliott wave 1, 2, which is perfect. It is a perfect entry here. And I'm gonna show you what. Elliott waves here, 1, 2, see? Boom, perfect. Optimal entry point, right on the fair value gap. So all the technical traders are selling. My friend Tito just said that he's also selling. You see what I'm talking about? Like technical traders, they jump into trades right away, regardless of whatever the market is doing, and they live with their results. But emotional traders will kick in the next, I don't know, less than an hour now. So everything depends on what are you doing, right? I'm just observing. I am not taking any trade. Maybe I, Angeli said, maybe a stupid question, sorry, but what makes liquidity so important? It's money. liquidity is where transactions are sitting. Money, cash flow, money, money, money. What are you here for? For money, right? You're not here only because you want to look at the chart. You're here because you want to make money. So you got to go where the money is, right? Where the money's flowing. So look at it this way. If the purpose of the market for you is to sell, let's say I'm just gonna make it simple. So I'm not gonna talk about the market. Let's say you have a supermarket. You are the owner of the supermarket, okay? And you have, I don't know, you're selling apples. You are a person that also sells a bunch of other products, but you're selling apples. And you have an overstock of apples. You know what happens with apples when they don't sell? They get rotten. So you get a huge loss in your business. So you want to sell them as fast as you can because you have a lot of apples in your store, right? But let's say the price of the apples right now are below of the initial price that you bought them. If you sell them, you're gonna lose, right? If you sell your apples, you're gonna lose, right? Remember, first you have a purpose. You need to sell the apples because you have too many of them. But if you sell them right now because they are below the original price that you pay, you know, if you sell them right now, you are going to lose, regardless of if you sell all the apples or not. So you as a owner of the store, what do? You understand that there are other people around selling apples, and every time the apples are sold, the price of the apples they go up because of the demand, right? So what do? You wait until that price goes higher. You understand, you understand that the apples at one point are gonna come higher. So what do? If you are, in a market, you're gonna put your orders here, you're gonna sell apples here at this price. That here is liquidity for the entire market. You, as the owner of the store, you put in right now here in orders to sell apples because you consider that when the price goes there, it should be good enough for you to make a profit, right? So you put a limit order to sell. That is pending there. It's just waiting. And you, what do you do as the owner of the store? You walk out. You're like, okay, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna let it go, right? That's all you do. Guess what? When the apples start selling from other stores and the price, because of the loss of supply and demand, the price start moving higher and higher and higher and higher, and the price hit your point of selling. Boom. At this point, you're selling all the apples of your store at the price that you wanted. That was the purpose that you had originally, right? To sell these apples. So when a sell when a sell is executed in the market, then obviously the price goes down. And that's just you as the owner of one store. Imagine there's a plenty of stores selling apples at the same time, right? Or for different purposes. That transaction that you did of selling, putting a pending order to sell, that is liquidity. You remember, you're not the only person who's selling apples in the neighborhood. Let's say there's a hundred people selling apples. They're all putting their sales here. So there's a lot of liquidity waiting there to be taken and be executed. The same concept happened backwards. Let's say you want to buy apples, but you want to buy them in the cheapest price possible. Because obviously, if you're buying at a higher point, then you need to wait for the price to go even higher for you to make a profit. Remember, you are the owner, as being the owner of the store, the main purpose for you is to make money. You're not here for charity. You're here to make money, selling apples, selling rice, selling whatever you're selling is to make money.
Buenos días, buenos días.
So that is the purpose of every single investor in the world. You understand? Is that clear? So liquidity is sitting in areas, and you see like the indicator here highlight points. where like what we call order blocks, right? Order, remember, it's two things: order, blocks. So an order and a block of an order, right? So when you see an OB being executed, that's the initial order being placed. So for a lot of investors, a lot of traders, we understand that these points are important because if the price was executed here, it means that for someone in the market, that point there make a lot of sense. So at one point, it's going to come back there and try to sell or buy more of it. I'm training you. Trading is very simple. We make it complicated all the time, but it's very simple when it makes sense. You know, that is just simple, basic economy things that you learn in school. It goes really deep into a lot of technicals if you really start breaking it down. But only with the basic stuff you can make money. Like you really don't need to like go so deep into understanding like every single little thing. I mean, it's good for you to know it if it makes sense, but don't make it so complicated. See, my friend Tito sold here. I guess he sold at London. I don't know where he sold it. But let's say this is an Elliott wave here, right? Let's say he sold because obviously I imagine, I assume he saw the Elliott wave formation, right? But if we go here, boom, 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 we understand that the Elliott wave, if this is an Elliott wave, it should come all the way down here, right? Elliott wave 3, at least 130%. So it's selling. So look at the market, what it did. And again, this is just technicals. This is only technicals of the market, pre-market. The market went down, did this perfect entry in the OTC, came down, boom, right? But you have to also think of two things. The sentiment of the market, as I said, is there's optimism in the market right now because of news events. Also, let me take a quick look here. There's only news event. Today's Thursday, right? Oh, there's news event Thursday. That's right. Forex Factory. There is something going on. U.S. Employment Insurance Weekly. No, what's the date today? It's Thursday, 8:30. Unemployment claims came positive. Came positive. So as you see here, and that's also part of why the market move right at 8:30. So crazy. As you see here, the good thing about Forex Factory is it tells you the importance of the news event, right? It actually is less than the forecast. It's good for the currency, right? So if this is less than what it was forecast, it's good for the currency. When if it's good for the currency, you're gonna see the price going down, right? So that means the DXY is going up. Investors take advantage of the dollar value and they sell because they make more money, right? If it's lower, if this is lower than this number, then it's bad for the currency and price should be moving up, right? But this was positive, higher than this, which is good for the currency, and the price should be coming down, right? So if you look at the XY, let's see what is the XY doing. The XY went up, good for the currency. Investors pay attention to the DXY and it starts selling. So my friend Tito did a sell. The question is this a good thing or not before the market opens? I say no if you're looking for an intraday trade based on Elliott waves. If you're doing impact trading, which I love it, you guys have seen me doing it, it's definitely a yes. But only taking it from key points in the market if you're doing a scalping, right? Only taking it for key points in the market. It keep on, look at that. It came boom, right in Asia higher high. Look what it did, familia. Boom, reaction, pushing the market up, right below London higher high. And it's just going to keep doing that. Technically, remember, we said that the price should come here in a technical way, but we don't know. Pre-market moves, anything can happen. I am highlighting in my broker, based on the strategy that I use, all these areas so I can make a quick decision when I need to. But looking at the market right now, we understand what liquidity is sitting. We understand what investors should be doing. We also understand technically where the market should be moving. And here, I'm gonna quickly do this again here. There seems to be a little channel here. And we are at the bottom of the channel. Okay. You see, the good thing about this Elliott wave, it was that it was nice. It was long enough for the market to give us a better, really good structure. The market is just falling like a hot potato, going down, 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 down.
Así una canción, Luis. Hay una canción que dice down, 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 down.
And you are happy, my friend.
No, yo veo que tú estás contento. You are so happy, man. You saw, you sad.
Yeah,
You sell the market, man.
yeah. That's where you're
You
supposed to
saw.
go.
Me faltan $500 para pasar la cuenta, man. Regálamelo. Te lo pide ahí.
Oh man, you crazy, bro.
Y déjame mandar estos 500 a Tito para que pase la cuenta.
Yeah. Just wait, my friend. Good job, Luis, friend. His name is Tito. He is a pretty good trader. He's an analyst. He's very good with news. Very, very good with news.
Por eso fue que vendí por la noticia, por el informe de los empleos. Tú
Bro,
sabes que la
speak English,
noticia de
man. You
empleo
know
de
English, bro.
la,
Speak English, bro.
ok, the news,
Yes.
unemployment claims is good for the USA currency
Yeah.
and bad for the NASDAQ,
Yeah.
the S&P 500, 500. It's
Yes.
not good.
Hmm. But this is all pre-market moves, and I want to wait for the market to open. If I fall into, oh, by the way, for those who have challenges and they have passed their challenges, always remember to not trade news events because they will close your accounts. Okay, that's also a reason why I don't trade pre-market because you see 8:30. Most of the times there's like news events and things happening that can harm you really bad. So I wait for the market to open. All of this is just analysis that I'm doing before understanding where liquidity is sitting before the market opens. All that fun stuff because when new investors come in place, they will target these areas. They will come and target these areas like crazy. So I wait for my opportunity. I just wait. I got nothing to lose, man. Don't be impatient. You always have to wait either way. If you're going to go for a job interview, you know what they do? If you come early, sit there and wait for your turn. And then when they give you the interview, you got to wait for a call to make money. And then work for 30 days so they can pay you a check. Oh my God, that's a 45 day. I need to wait 45 days to make money, or should I just wait an hour to make money? You tell me. So don't be impatient. Just Do your analysis and wait. How's everybody doing today? You remember, if you have any other TAs you want to share and or take a look, just let us know in the chat, and I'll be happy to help you guys. Okay. My goodness, freedom is amazing. It is truly amazing. The only thing I cannot do, because this is a public um entity, is um doing my trades live. But I tell you what is my analysis, and that's not a problem at all. From that point, you make your own decisions. Anjali says, I need to learn how to handle my FOMO. Thanks for this advice. It is true. When we work, we need to wait for us for money. Yes, it is very true. If you're doing Uber, you got to wait for a call for somebody to take you, for you to take you to an airport or a destination. And they just show you a number that then you have to wait to get paid. But you got to do the work and wait a long time for that. And you go home happy and satisfied and saying, I did this. They are supposed to pay me. They are supposed to pay me this day. I gotta wait for the 15th or the 30th to get paid. And for the meantime, you're gonna be using that credit card and loading that credit card like there's no tomorrow. Sorry for laughing, but it is the truth. Because I've been there, familia. Like, I know what that feels. When you're like, oh, yeah, work, they're supposed to pay me this money. But, there's the hydro bill. You also have a life. You want to go to the movie theater. You want to go to all these places. And you just always live in credit. You always live in credit. There you go. Thank you, Maya. Hey, people, we have only 11 and only 4 likes. Thank you so much. It is true. Like, we always live in credit, familia. Like, it sucks. It really sucks. We always pay attention to our credit score. Like, oh my God, we need to have good credit so we can buy a house. We need to have good credit to buy a car. It's the system that is constantly wrapping us up in that idea that we have good credit and bad credit. If you understand what credit is, familia, it's money that people are lending you to make big purchases. That you're always in the arrears. You're always owing somebody something. You never thought that, you know, how about if people owe me? If I'm the one who has the money and I don't have to be begging people for money to buy large things, to buy a car, to buy a house, to go for a trip. It is crazy when you go to a place and they say, "Oh, you don't have credit." But hey, wait a minute. I don't need credit. I have the money right here to pay you. I don't need credit. What credit? What is that? It is really silly how people like believe that you are dumb because you don't have credit. Hello, you don't need credit. Hey, Ali, what's up, Ali? Very well, very well. Just different mindsets, different mindsets. Rich people, a person like, these guys is not very likable around the world, but Donald Trump, rich people in general, like millionaires, very rarely they use credit. Well, not very rarely, never. They never use credit. Or like a debit card, none of that stuff. The only reason why some people prefer to pay with credit is because the liability behind it. That's all. Because if something happens, then you can go and say, hey, I was stolen, and these credit cards have insurance for whatever transactions you're doing. That is the only positive things about credit. And also, the fact that you can, anywhere around the world, just, use it, right? If you tap, you use it. But the world is changing, familia. That's what I'm trying to for you guys to understand. The world is changing so crazy that you don't need to live on credit. Right now, you have a crypto wallet that you link to the card that has access to Visa or Mastercard, whatever around the world, like crypto.com, for example. Just just a quick example, crypto.com. It gives you a card. Like all the money in crypto that you can get, you can link, like send it to crypto.com and use your card anywhere in the world. Familia, I am a person that travels around the world. Last year, 16 countries. This year, so far, 5 countries because I've been, studying for a long time in different places. But anywhere I travel, I never use credit. Absolutely never. All my cards are loaded with a lot of money and they are Visa, MasterCards, right? And I use them, poof, I have the money. Or I bring cash. I have no problems with that. No problems whatsoever. Just different mindset, familia. Start think differently. Start thinking differently about your financials. But again, if you are not there, obviously as of right now, you still need to buy a home, buy a car, buy all that stuff. Do it if that's all you know, but try to deviate what you know to what really you should know. And start getting off the credit and that mindset of always leave in arrears because it's not right. It is not right. And the society that we live on today, it wraps you up in a way that they want you to believe that that is the only way. And it is not the only way because the real people, the real people that are like on top of the hill, they don't think like that. They want you to think like that. So you owe them money all the time. That's what this is all about. Watching your brain constantly. You're constantly consuming TV, radio, all these media. Look at the advertisement that is there, familia. The pretty advertiser that they spend millions of dollars in marketing because they know you are going to consume that and believe in it pretty good. All I can say to you is different mindsets for me. Like start thinking differently, and you will see, and you will laugh about these people that are constantly trying to put you on the other side and believe that you're so little, and you're not. You are as smart as they are, even smarter than they are. Most of these people have an IQ like so low, but they are smart because they hire people with really high IQs that don't have the opportunity of being where they are. That's all what this is all about. What's up, day trading tales? All right, familia. Rene in the house. Didn't miss anything, brother. We're waiting, 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 waiting. So technically speaking, this is supposed to come all the way here, but the market it is not going to go there, you know. As I said, I only wait for my opportunity. I wait for the market to do what it's supposed to do. Optimism is in the market. It's hitting the edge of a channel. This thing might continue pushing higher. Technical here. So technicals here. Elliott, wait, 130%. Right there. But look at that, familia. Respecting the channel, pushing the market back up because of the optimism in the market. Didn't even try to go down. Right now, already invading the area of Elliott wave number 1, right? And most of Elliott traders will say is invalidated already to be a normal Elliott wave. But one thing that you need to pay attention to is this area here, that area there. Because if it breaks this, obviously it's going to continue pushing higher. It's just the optimism of the market right now is really good. It's really good. As I said, it might continue higher and doing higher highs. 9:02 a.m. Let's see. He went and grabbed liquidity from London, executing trades, including Asia, higher high. Liquidity is sitting below this area for those Asia traders. Didn't even try to go there at all. Let's see. Liquidity is sitting here right now for Asia traders right here in this area here, around here. Liquidity sit above or below sessions high or low. Okay. So you see this channel, familiar? Imagine you waited for this break of a structure. You are a trader, right? Just let's go roll back. Let's go roll back. Jay, you want to take a look at US 30? I will. Give me a second. I want you guys to understand this. So you're here, you're here, right? This is market consolidating. Break of this area. Boom. Your trader originated. You start buying. You put your stop loss around here. Boom, 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 boom. Reach this area, dip in profit, and start pulling back. Bam, 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 bam. You are still holding that trade. Bam, 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 bam. Boom. It just came here, confirmation of price. Boom, pushing the market back up. Boom, 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 boom. It broke this area. You know what you do? You take your stop loss that was here and you put it here. Boom, you're securing that already. The price is over here already. Okay? The market continue. Boom, 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 boom. Deep in profits. Right? The market comes down. Boom, 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 boom. You're still in profits, right? The market start pushing up. Boom, 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 boom. If we break this area, whatever you had here, you move it here and cover now a lot of profits, right? And you continue to do that over and over as long as you're following up the ladder here. That's what investors do. That's how they make money in trading. If the market comes down here or below here, then they're out and they make all this profit, right? That's how it works. That is normal. They will wait for the market. They will wait for the market to do what it's supposed to do. Okay, they're not gonna be going and doing impact trading and none of this crazy stuff. They won't do that. I'm talking about big investors. We're talking about the market movers. Okay. So at this point right now, just reading where liquidity is sitting, liquidity is sitting like here in this area because other traders, they wait for a channel, right, to develop because the probabilities of them making money between here and here is a lot higher because this is the first confirmation of that channel. Second confirmation is huge. So a lot of traders are opening traders and putting their stop losses around now, right there, right now. All right. There are traders that have started opening transactions from when this broke, their stop losses are right here, right now. The other traders that open it transactions right now, their stop losses is here. All of that information, familia, that I'm telling you guys right now, it's liquidity. That's the second point that I mentioned 2, 3 days ago, where liquidity sits, how liquidity is being built across channels. Okay. So liquidity point one, liquidity point two. So as the price keep moving in the channel, the traders are going to be doing trailing stop this entire trade, moving their trades once, like just doing trailing stop. And when there are no more buyers in the market for whatever reason, because you can only buy so much, the market will eventually both collapse, seeking for this liquidity so they can ignite again the market and push the market up, because that is what makes the market moves. Okay? Think about, and I mentioned it, think about what is in a stop loss. And a stop loss is the inverse of your original trade. Let's say you're buying. To stop that buy, you need to sell the same quantity. In the broker, you will see an SL. Perfect, beautiful. But the LPs, the liquidity providers, what is really behind the curtains is an actual inverse of your trade. A sell. A sell. Okay? So there are cells sitting here. There are cells sitting here, right? Inverse to the original trade. So my friend Dito sold because he was technical about, you know, what he saw in the market. He saw the news event that says, hey, you know, um, unemployment rate came a little bit higher, which was it the unemployment rate? I can't remember. Yeah, unemployment claims. Claims came a little bit higher. So that was good thing for the currency, and investors should be selling. Technically, that's what they should do. But pre-market, it's a different ballgame. Why? Because New York people are not in yet. The market has not ding 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 has not opened for those investors. So 9:30 Eastern, in the next 30 minutes, the market will open, and this investor will kick in based on the data that now they have in hand, based on the um, initial balance, the pre-market data high, pre-market data low. These are key points that right now they are observing. They are doing their analysis as well. They have a lot of data in front of them to make decisions. And then you have the algorithms, and then also AI. That's another thing. AI is huge right now in the trading industry. But it's making decisions for them, which I love it, because when AI come in place, AI is more technical than anything. AI is just about, but mainly technical, extremely technical. And they take everything, everything into consideration. I think a lot like an AI, because I am a coder. I am an engineer. I develop applications for that. I went to university to build applications for the stock world, the stock industry. That's what I was trained for. So I know exactly how this thing operate internally. That's why I think like that. But anyways, I'm going to save this. And Jay says, let's take a look at US 30. US 30, my friend. I'm gonna do this quickly. Don't, 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 don't. Okay. Why I do that, I want to see the similarities right now between US 30 and NAS to see if there's correlation between the moves, but there isn't. So, Jay, my friend, J Miles, what's up, brother? Okay. All right. It's doing a correction. So, higher high. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. You probably, if you're looking at the 1 hour time frame, let's see, trader tens, given the trend line potential turn July turn. Aye, aye, aye. Okay, this is important. Hold on. U.S. equity index futures flat to slightly red. Yes. Intense trader tens, given the trend line potential July turn. Traders remain on guard, given the key resistance and Fibonacci time projection coming to later this month. Last Thursday, July turns my head. Oh, no, not important. This line presents a major hurdle given the cap. Nah, this is something that I would. This is what I do. Like, no, that's to me. That's all. The all data that's already done. No. So, all right, Jay. Let's do this for your US 30. So 80%. Really? That is a little bit wild, but wild and juicy. Ali, how are you? Thank you for being here. I will catch you later, my friend. But this is a valid anyway number 2. Yeah. Valid alleyway number 3. And it is an alleyway number 4, which already hit the 61%. Oh, so you might be in an alleyway number 5 already, my friend. So if this is an alleyway number 4, which is valid alleyway, then you're gonna have 5-point system going down. A 5-point system going down, Jay. Um, I'm not gonna go into the lower time frame. I'm just gonna do it right from here. 3 could go 3, 4, and 5. So if that's the case, then this will be an extended 5, which is here. Okay. So look at that, Jay. Look at that movement from, and this is minor peanut. So Jay, pay attention to that movement on NAS. Oh, sorry, on US 30. Okay. All right, Jay. All right, my brother. That is for your US 30. Just a quick analysis of it. All right, cool. All right, going back to NAS. And I got to go into the 2-minute time frame. Let's see. Let's see what are we going to get. Again, this is very tentative here because liquidity is sitting around here. Liquidity is sitting around here, around here. Yeah, liquidity must be sitting around here. So, 9:15, 15 minutes for the market to open. When investors kick in, just watch out. I'm showing you where liquidity is sitting. I'm showing you technically in doing the NAS where the market should be moving. But remember that that's why the market right now is so mixed. There's so many things in the air. There's optimism in the market. You know, the information from the unemployment claims came positive, which is taking the DXY to the moon right now. Let's see, just to confirm. All right, so they're doing a little bit of a retracement, but it did move the price a little bit higher. And you are in a channel that should be pushing the market a lot higher. Tense, yeah. So it's a mixed market right now. So when the market opens, you will see that thing moving like up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, and then direction. Okay. That's basically what I do before the market opens. I get ready for my trades. I understand what the market is doing, the purpose of the market. I wait for my opportunity. I execute, and I get out. I don't have to be here for hours and hours and hours just looking at the charts, going crazy, because then you get overwhelmed, you get tired, and you're gonna hate this, right? You're not going to see results, or you might win a lot in the morning, and then you're gonna lose it all in the afternoon, and you don't want to do that. You want to be always in the winning side, you know. You always want to keep winning because that's what's really gonna bring your account up. We're not here to lose money. At least I'm not here to lose money. But I'm open to lose money because I understand that's part of my business. Is that clear? So in the file that I share with you guys, it is a mindset of a trader that is this is me, all right? I wake up, I went did my walk, you know, I'm grateful with everything. My mind is in a state right now that I can conquer the world if I want to. Like all the problems that are around me, because I do have problems. I'm human just like you guys. I have people that I need to take care of, things that I need to take care of my house, like all that stuff. Like look at my office, it's a mess. But right now, to me, this is my kingdom. Mentally here, this is my kingdom. This is my chair. This is my, you know what I mean? My fish are down at the back, but they're like waiting for me to get them a new home. It's all good. I have all that in my back. But right now, my mind put all that on the side and I'm focusing this. That's part of my mind process. All right. I have to look at my accounts, understand how much I'm risking, understand that every transaction that I open, these are my limits. And if I lose today, I should be okay with that walking out and just taking off because tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow I can come back, recover that, and make profits. And even if tomorrow I lose, I should follow the same process and be okay with it. You know, but if I consistently have a lot of losses, then you have to look at your journal and understand why there's so many losses. Take a step back and be like, okay, something is wrong here. What is it? Is it the market or is it me? Is it my strategy? And fine tune what you're doing. That's all you got to do, right? Then I do my analysis. I talk to my peers. I talk to my friend Tito. I talk to so many traders in the ecosystem of the trading world, right? About what's going on. As you guys know, I have to do some reports as well. This is why I have to do all this stuff because I have to send information out there that companies are depending on. So this is for me, it's not a game. I have to do all these checklists before I proceed to do this. And when everything is done and everything is clear and everything is good, and I understand what the market is going to be doing, then I'm ready to do my first trades. And that's it. You repeat that. You have to have that discipline of every day doing the same task slowly, slowly, slowly. And if somebody comes from the outside world, you know, and they knock, they go, hey, or, you know, something, you got to stop everything you're doing because you're at that point losing your focus. And your account is the one who's going to suffer the consequences. You have to step back out of your trading world. If somebody comes and say, "Hey, Luis, I need your attention. Like the house is on fire, the fire department is outside, there's police, like all that stuff." Put everything on pause. Do what you got to do. Forget about trading and come back after. Okay? We all go through the same cycles. We're humans. Okay, familia, remember that we are all humans. We have things that are around us that we cannot avoid sometimes. All right. Don't let that affect your trading plan. All right, familia? 9 minutes to market for the market to open. Tito, you must be right now crying or what? Tito, what's going on, man? You're quiet, bro. Oh man,
Dime
Tito.
Luis, dímelo.
¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? What happened?
Tranquilo, tranquilo. Mira cómo va el NASDAQ, como el sabor nacional.
Yeah. So how's that account? ¿Cómo te esa cuenta, bro?
Me faltan se- $650, algo así.
Oh, you're out of the trade?
Yo estoy en el trade ahí, ya estoy negativo.
Oh man. You're in the negative? Should have luck
Sí.
in profits, bro.
Yo estaba positivo y lo cerré.
Anda, fuck. You gotta lock in the profits, man. You gotta lock in the profits.
Sí,
That's
mano.
why 1 to 1 risk to reward ratios, man. You can't be hitting that 1 to 3 or 1 to 2 all the time. 1 to 1. Let the market kick you out. That's it. That's it, bro.
Sí, sí.
That's it. That's the plan to win, even when you're losing. Remember, familia, what I mentioned. So investors that are here with their stop losses, they wait for a break of that structure so they can move their stop losses here. Now securing all of that as well. And there's going to be a ton of liquidity sitting here. The price might come up, break that. They are waiting for this to be broken so they can move it here. Other traders, that's a way of moving without taking partials. Like way I trade, here I take partials. Here I open my another position and I let the market flow. Okay? But I secure my bag always. I'm okay compounding that, familia. There are traders that they want to become a millionaire within 3 months, and there are traders that they're okay with their results. I'm a trader that I'm okay with my results. The only reason why I got what I got is because I got a lot of time trading, and it has been very slow for me compared to other traders. I know traders out there that within like 3 years are making millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars because they're doing the right thing, but they're putting a lot of risk into this. They're putting a lot, a lot, a lot. I am not. I like to play it on the safe side. I'm a family man, and when I was, raising my kids, with, by the way, they're now my son moved out, my daughter just like 19. I'm on the other side, but when they were little, I couldn't risk it because I had a family depending on me, so I had to play it on the safe side the whole time. If I earned $50, I celebrated that because that was $50 that I could have just go and order pizza for my family at that time and buy them dinner. Like that kind of stuff. So my process was a lot slower than many people out there because I had a lot to take care of. Right now, I'm living the life, but it took me a while to get there. A long time. So I'm showing you guys how to do it on the safe side. But if you want to run with it and take a leap of faith or whatever and just go through everything and make money, you can go ahead and do it. But I recommend you to not do it. Just earn that budget of I earned $2,000 this month. Next month, let me do the same. The third month, let me do the same. Because that consistency is what's gonna take you to become a profitable trader. There's a lot of traders that will come and make money in 1 month, in 2 months, and they believe they are already profitable by doing that. There's a lot of traders out there that they're withdrawing money like in a week or so, and they're good. They say this is it. I finally found the lucky pot, and their egos just go above their head and they lose it all, man. It's like wow, I have seen so many of those. It's pretty sad. Hello, Esther. How are you? For Esther, it should be what 3 p.m. No, I don't know. It's in the other side of the world. But yes, familia, just always keep it clean, keep it safe. Those are small step into the trading world will get you where you want to go. Um, if you believe that this is gonna disappear, you're wrong. Like this has been going on since before you were born. The people that created all the stuff that I'm talking about here already retired or some of them are dead. Elliott waves. This guy is long gone. Okay, so just make sure, familia, that you do the right things and you do the right moves at all times. Okay, this is forever. The market moves the world, so don't think this is gonna go anywhere. As long as there's a world, there will be a market. What can be gone is the prop firms. The prop firms could disappear, and they do disappear all the time. Right now, I found it with 35 accounts, almost 38. Now I'm trading the last three, and I bought three so I can buy then two more, and that's it. I'm not going to buy more prop firms. At that point, we'll be 40 in total. But I'm doing three of 150K to be passed. They're sitting at 4,000 something. Oof. Wow. Look at that, familia. Hello, Lisa. Blessed morning, afternoon, and evening for everyone. Bless. That's right. Bless everyone. So, yes, familia, we are now looking at the market, and this is 2 minutes before the market opens. A lot of optimism, familia. Tito, I don't know if you are there, but if you are in the L, you know, I wouldn't be pushing it too far. Don't get engaged into a trade because you believe that he was gonna do an elite wave number three. Is if this is an elite wave, is completely invalidated right now. Let's go. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Josh. Let's go. I need to remove this Zoom logo out of this thing. Thank you, Zoom, for making it easy for me, but man, you should be paying me for now promoting you here. Oh man, it's funny.
Oye, Luis, pero está subiendo pila.
But bro, come on, man. Like seriously? Like I told you from the beginning, man. Like
Ok, dale para allá. Sigue subiendo. Va a abrir mercado
okay,
ahora.
1 minute. Let's see. So
Gracias.
now it broke the structure, but let's see if it's gonna come back down or it's just gonna hit this high here. 1 minute for the market to open. Remember, familia, I mentioned liquidity sitting here. Okay, pay attention to that. Liquidity sitting here. Investors know that. This is the Asia 24-hour high, London 24-hour. There's so much information here. Or either it's gonna go really high, or it's just gonna go really low because of the event that just happened. Let's say open market open. All right, let's see. Crazy transactions happening right now. It's coming for liquidity. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Not taking any trade. Not taking any trade. Boom. Coming higher, 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 higher. Pre-market data is really low here. So all the traders that had the stop losses here, now they move their stop losses here automatically. They're covering their trades. And the market is moving rapidly all over the place. Pushing the market down again. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. All right. I'm about to be taking some impact trading trades. And remember, familia, I cannot tell you where to get in because we're doing this live on YouTube, but I'm telling you the game plan, right? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, familia. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, familia. Let's go. Money, 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 money. Let's go. Ay, ay, ay. Seeking for liquidity. Seek, six, 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 six. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. There you go. Remember, familia, investors, what do they think? What it's in their mind right now? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, 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 yes. Let's go. Oh man, this is eating the entire session. Remember, familia, what I mentioned, right?
Wow.
Hey, bro, ¿qué lo que? Now went to the London liquidity. The most important thing is here. Liquidity sitting, heavy liquidity sitting here. And look what they're doing. You see, familia? They're seeking for that liquidity. They're coming after that liquidity. They're coming after that liquidity. They're coming after that liquidity. So they can fill their orders. All they want to do is wipe out the previous session's liquidity so they can fill their orders and boom, execution to the upside. That's all they're doing. There you go. There you go, familia. There you go. There you go. Seek and destroyed. Seek and destroy, familia. Let's go. Let's go. Wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Wow,
Love it.
Dios mío. Yo cerré
Yep.
la posición.
¿Cómo va a ser, bro? Pero ahora que vamos a hacer dinero aquí. Let's go, mano. Ahora, pero ven acá, bro. Ahora que estamos operando el negocio, bro. See, remember, familia, what I mentioned? Damn, you see what I'm talking about? Came to the area, seek for liquidity, boom, pushing the market up. But there's more liquidity in the original. Remember the third option, familia? Third option that I talk about liquidity? Third option. What is it? Price inducement. If they go to an area, they say, wait a minute, why not just wiping everything up? There is more liquidity here, which is going to fuel our transactions to the size that we want. A ton of transactions going on, a ton of transactions. Let's go. Let's go. Let's flipping go. All you gotta do is wait, wait, wait. All you gotta do is wait, wait, wait. You gotta love this. There you go, familia. Making money in the morning. Making money in the morning. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go. Tito, ya tú sabes lo que hay que hacer, right?
Comprar.
Yo no sé, bro. Yo estoy en YouTube. Yo no sé. Yo no te puedo decir lo que tiene que hacer, pero ya te dije lo que tiene que hacer, if you know what I mean. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's go. Oh man. Yo te dije lo que tiene que hacer, pero tú sabes lo, you know what I mean? I am out. I am out of the transaction right now. The market just kicked me out. The market just kicked me out completely. I'm waiting for my next opportunity now. Trailing stop all the way, all the way, all the way down. Oh man. Oh man, this was good. This was really good. So I'm gonna tell you my game, like what I did here. So I mentioned to you guys liquidity where it's sitting, right? I knew what the mindset of a trader was going to do, right? So the price came up there, right? Came up here, market open. What is investor going to do? Seek for liquidity. I know that. So what did I do? I went short. Boom, 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 boom. Trailing stop, right? The trailing stop was chasing my price down. When this came seeking for liquidity and the price push up, boom, it kicked me out there. It just got me out. Because I understood where the price was gonna go based on the liquidity and price inducement. You see how it came hard and it stopped there? A hard stop? The question now is that most of investors are doing, is the price going to continue pushing high, or is the price going to continue seeking for more liquidity below the London low at this point? That's the question. And I talk about sessions break too, right? I talk about that too when the market is like dropping so many points, they put stop it for 15 minutes, they go and talk again, and then boom, they restart the whole thing. Crazy, crazy, Luis. Like you told with the apples, just took the sell over there too. There you go, my friend. All you need to do is just wait for that opportunity. I waited for about an hour or more. I waited for more than an hour. I'm out of the market. I'm not taking any more transactions. I make all the money in the world on that transaction alone. Like I don't need to trade anymore. I really don't. Only one trade. Obviously, I'm gonna keep going because I have so many accounts that I want to trade off, right? I will trade those accounts, but in here I should not trade more anymore. I'm done. I'm truly done. But you guys understand now, like what you guys have to do, like how you have to do it every morning, do your game plan, align your heart with your mind, and execute your trades. So what are we going from here? Since transactions were pending here and liquidity just was swapped right now, these are temporary push based on whatever they were closing here. All right. Investors right now are like an idle. They're like, okay, what are we gonna do now? Like, all right, there's more transactions here. Nothing is pushing up. What are we doing? We need to seek for liquidity. So what you see now here, and if for those people that like to do chartism, you can start doing your lines so you understand what are the retail traders doing here, right? If it's a continuation pattern, if that will tell you. You see how the candles are like pushing up and down, pushing up and down, pushing up and down, pushing up and down. A lot of indecisions here. Like that's what it means. If you go into a much lower time frame, which I share with you guys in my range of 22 seconds, you can see a lot more details into Elliott waves. You can do the type of correction that he's doing, align all of that stuff if you want to. That you just have to be super fast. That's why their algorithms are there, because algorithms take in a fraction of a second these decisions for investors. They don't have to waste time. I don't like to waste time. So this might be a continuation pattern. And if it is a continuation pattern, it must be going lower, seeking for the Asia lower low, which is also with the London lower low, a ton of transactions hitting here. Okay. Remember when I started doing this TA that I said people that waited for this break of a structure, they put their stop losses here, right? Trailing stop activating and doing all that fun stuff. Remember that there's no in the whole entire world, there's no one investor. There's no two investors. There's millions of investors in the world trading into this. All right. So out of all these million of investors, there's a percentage that do certain things, another percentage that do other things, and another percentage that do other things. And out of this percentage, there are traders that don't move their stop losses. They go for that 1 to 3, 1 to 5, 1 to whatever R&R. Those swing traders, those intraday traders, all of those guys are going for big home runs in the trading world. Those don't move their trading stop because they want to stay in the transaction for a longer time. They are still sitting with their stop losses below these areas. And investors that are constantly crunching the market, they understand that. They know that. So when they want to seek for bigger transactions, they look for the original order block when it was executed. And that's how the market moves constantly over and over. It just goes crazy and crazy and crazy and crazy and crazy and crazy and crazy. I am completely out of the market right now. No transactions pending. Wow. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I need to switch this thing so I can just show the points and not money amount. It doesn't say the points. It's all about the money here. Yeah, it's all about the money. I want to see the points in my performance center. It's just talk about money, and I don't want to talk about money, how much money I made. I don't want to do that. All I can say is quite a lot, and I'm happy with my results. All right, familia. Familia, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new to this. It will help the channel to grow and provide you with always free, my friends, free live sessions. Because this is what the community is about. I don't want you guys to be students. I want you guys to be millionaires, all of you, millionaires. And I want to be able to visit your homes and, and be a big family. I love to travel. My wife loves to travel. We are a couple that love to travel and visit people. All right, all right, all right. So, familia, anybody has any questions about anything? Luis, there's something you said a little while ago that charts are audited and they have to have fair pricing or they get fined. Can you show over that again? How does that work, Anna? Um, yes. Well, Anna, not for every single instrument out there. And we're talking about, okay, for Forex, you will see what is called imbalances. In many occasions, imbalances, irregularities in the board, in the direction of the price. In indices, it's the same thing, but we like to call it fair value gaps, right? And economists will only mention to you imbalances. And why they are called fair value gaps? Because these are orders that were not fulfilled where the price was being pushed into one direction. Okay. So if you go into the Forex industry, which is highly audited, highly audited, in some occasions, including, I believe, in gold, they can get fined if these imbalances are not fulfilled. That's how regulated these industries are. In others, they don't care. If you go into, for example, the crypto world, which is mimicking what we do in the real world of the trading industry, you will see fair value gaps and also you will see imbalances. Like, well, call it, it's the same thing, but you will see them there. Who is auditing the crypto world? Who is putting fines in the crypto world? No one. You know what I mean? But it's as valid as what happens in the forex, forex in the indices, in the metals industry, right? It's the same thing, but nobody is really auditing the crypto world at this point because it's not regulated. It's an unregulated industry. But because everything in the stock market is highly regulated, including some of these public companies that are there. Remember, when a company is going to go public, it needs to meet a bunch of criteria before it is certified to go public. That's when a company is going to be released to the public world, you know, it's a big thing because it means that it passed absolutely every certification they needed to be there. It's not easy for a company to just to go into the stock market. It's not easy. Their accounting has to be online, a bunch of cert that they need depending on what they're doing. If it's in the tech industry, if it's in the manufacturing, like all that stuff, they have to meet a bunch of criteria to go there. And it's not easy for them. That's what I said. I was at one point, I was an internal auditor for a company. When I was in the automotive industry, I worked there for 14 years, running an IT department there. I was also an internal auditor um, for a certification called TS 19469. And that's why I understand absolutely everything what's happening internally. When a company loses a certification, you guys might hear of the ISO 9000 and all that crazy stuff. And those are certifications that companies require so they can do business. That type of certifications is what they need in order to go public, depending on the industry that they're running on. And then on top of that, the auditions that they get from the stock market, that is on every quarter, they go and everything has to be aligned. If it's not aligned, you will see CEOs getting fired. You will see so many things happening. And that's what they try to avoid. You understand that? That's what they try to avoid when they go and revisit certain areas of the price and they continue. Those are the type of irregularities that happen in the market. And in a lot of cases, they don't just get a fine right away. They get like a warning or they get something, but they try to avoid that. Okay. Especially in the forex industry, mainly in the forex industry. Is that clear, Anna? Is it Anna who asked that? Yeah, Anna. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you for that humble message you sent. I will definitely visit you. You're actually pretty close to me. You're not too far. But yeah, Familia, look, the market is just seeking for more liquidity. And look what it went. Familia, just look, like this is like pre-market. This is truly like pre-market analysis. Look what it went. Both London higher high. Sorry, London lower low, which I said it is very important because Asia was there. Familia, like I don't know how I can describe all this stuff. Like I'm not trading right now. I'm just, talking out of my yin yang. But anyways, any questions, Familia? Yes, actually, I want to go to Switzerland really bad now. I would love to go to Switzerland, definitely. Anyways, familia, I gotta go now. It's been a pleasure to trade with you guys in the morning, making some money in the morning, making some money in the morning. And I will see you guys again. What day is today? Today's Thursday. Oh, I don't trade Fridays, but I guess this might be the last one for the week. So I will see you again next week. God bless all and take care. Take care, familia. Bye now.